New bombshell documents detailing alleged sexual abuse by Jeffrey Epstein's former girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell. The unsealed records are from a 2015 lawsuit filed by Virginia Roberts Giuffre against Maxwell. They claim Maxwell abused many young girls on Epstein's private island. The documents also mention Bill Clinton. Giuffre says she saw the former president on Epstein's island with Maxwell and, quote, 2 young girls, but did not accuse him of any wrongdoing. A spokesperson for Clinton says it's a lie, and he has never been to the island. All right, just before we get to everything, we have a fact check for Juan. USA Today. Did the Obama administration deplete the federal stockpile of N95 masks? Fact check, true. Also, Washington State and Oregon have both seen spikes in cases. All right, so Juan, I want to ask you about Bill Clinton because this is now the second person.
Jesse, no, wait a second. Jesse, you say things like that, and then you just run on like it's true. Jesse, you didn't see a spike in the 14 days after the protest.
USA Today.
And guess what? No, I'm just telling you, that's the truth. No spike in those states after those big protests.
Okay.
And then secondly,
people can look it up on the
there
internet.
was a tremendous preparation by the Obama administration made available to the Trump administration.
Let's go, Juan. You were wrong. All right, so Bill Clinton on Epstein Island, allegedly being accused of a sex trafficking victim, being on Epstein Island. He denies it. It's the second person that fingers him as being there. Does that concern you?
Concern me? Well, I think that a lot of people have to answer questions about what happened with Jeffrey Epstein, including 2 presidents. But in the Clinton case, I just recently watched that Netflix documentary, and they have somebody who was there who says he saw Clinton on that island. So I think it's not just Clinton, it's not just Trump. I think a lot of people, including a lot of the law enforcement, the prosecutors in Florida, I think they have a lot to answer for. Now, I will say this on a positive note, Jesse, that I think that this discovery process and the prosecution is hopefully a step in the direction of giving the victims some sense of justice. Because I think if we get involved with all the gossip about the celebrities and the powerful elite men who avoid justice, we shouldn't lose focus on these young women who were abused.
I agree with that. That's the most important thing. All right, Greg, what do you think of the new revelations from the deposition?
Well, first of all, I would like to apologize for saying that Dana's sweater looked like an ad for fruit striped gum. It's actually the sweater that Marsha Brady wore when she ran against Greg Brady for student body president. All right. So
Did she win?
Let's talk about Bill Clinton. By the way,
I'm sorry.
I think she won, or it was a tie. I can't remember. But let's stick to the facts, okay? Let's stick to the facts, Dana. And the facts is Trump was never on this island, so I don't know why Juan keeps bringing up Trump, but that's fine. So Bill Clinton claims he was not on the island, but he's identified as being there. And if there's one thing we know about Bill Clinton, he never, ever lies about sex. So I think we can trust him. Now, the question is, if you ask Bill Clinton, is Bill Clinton guilty? He's going to say, it depends on what your definition of is. And here's where you get to the point. You can't spell island without I-S.
Oh, Greg, that is some airtight legal jiu-jitsu right there. Emily,
thank you.
You know, this is a discovery process that I think is just in the beginning as more and more records are unsealed. A lot of redactions in this deposition. What do you make of today's news?
I would like to clarify for viewers that this is from discovery and depositions from a 2018 defamation case by Virginia Giuffre against Ghislaine Maxwell. Right? She came out publicly and essentially said, Ghislaine Maxwell, by shaming me in public, you have defamed me. So this is all from that. So this isn't new. This is just new to us. Right. It's also from the investigation by federal investigators in the 2008 mild plea result from that federal investigation in Florida. So what we're seeing now is the fruits of the judge in that case saying it's public interest to see all of this information. Ghislaine's team tried real hard to keep this under wraps. They also are arguing and trying for the release, the public release of all of the victims' names, which should serve no public purpose other than for them to continue embarking on this victim shaming ordeal. So I'd like viewers to keep that all in mind, because this, oh, and by the way, a lot of that is what the current investigation that resulted in criminal charges was based on. So it's not like this is new now, it's just new to us. But it's all troubling, and remember, power is money. We should all care, regardless of party, about taking down anyone who participated in an international sex trafficking ring.
Yeah, we should follow the truth wherever it leads. Marcia, Dana, Perino, let's finish this segment up.
I gotta say, I thought Fruit Stripe gum was excellent. Marcia Brady, even better. I hope he has something planned for the next round. I would just mention one thing. Even though this is from 2018, it did give us some new information, or a contradiction. Recently, Ghislaine Maxwell had said it had been over a decade since she had spoken to Epstein. In these documents that were revealed, there's an email between Maxwell and Epstein from 2015. So the prosecutors, perhaps knowing that that was there and then going in to arrest her, knew that they had something. So perhaps having caught her possibly in a lie, she'll be more likely to cooperate.
All right.